I really thought we were gonna end it on a banger. It's not a shitty movie, but I thought we were gonna end it on a
Well,
banger.
it definitely wasn't what I wanted to happen for the final episode
I mean,
of movie.
well, here's the thing. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it a free pass. Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get this out of the way now.
Yeah.
This is not a horror film. It's not.
I,
It is a close
I,
cousin. It is a cousin of a horror film. It is a thriller film. It is a psychological. Not psychological. It is a super. No, paranormal. There we go.
yeah, paranormal.
It is a paranormal thriller. That's what it is. Now, if you're a horror fan, most horror fans like thrillers, and most thriller fans like horror, hence being a close cousin. But this one is definitely a thriller. It's not a horror. There's nothing scary about it in the sense of being scary.
Right.
Thrillers are supposed to do what they're supposed to do. They're supposed
What
to
was the
keep you
rating?
engaged. And what is it?
The rating, do you remember? I can't remember. It was an R, though, because there was nothing R about this movie.
I think it was actually R.
Was it rated R? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Like I said, I'm gonna give it a pass though. I'm gonna try to avoid doing thrillers on the show. It's always hard to know when it's going to be a thriller though, because these fucking
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Like the trailer and everything, when I saw it, felt horror to me.
well, no, I'm
know?
saying the trailer does that, and even the
Yeah.
fucking the places, the streaming networks and all that other shit, they always have it listed. I mean, it was out during Halloween and shit. It was when Halloween kills or no Halloween ends was popular. This movie was trending alongside of it.
Yeah.
So
it just wasn't the type of horror that I typically,
no, like
think.
horrors are supposed to be like gruesome and or scary
And
or something.
scary, yeah.
Thrillers, they're supposed to be like thrilling. They're supposed to, if they're a horror thriller type deal, like this definitely was. It deals with like horror tones, but it's
Yeah, it
more
does.
thrilling. It's more
Yeah.
engaging.
I
Like
thought-
it makes you like it makes you uneasy. That's what it does.
I think the movie to me was more paranormal.
I will say this. Okay. I will say this though. The movie actually, I didn't call the ending, even though the ending of this film was predictable. I didn't call the ending, right? Because I was wondering, like, all right, I'll tell you a good thing that they did, and I will applaud the director for this because I've seen this in other movies. Them do this. When they go to find the victim and they go to
Yeah.
the house, but then you find out
Yeah.
the story was actually before what the cops are. So wait, well,
Yeah.
the whole time what you're watching is like they did that in Saw movies, where it's like the actions that you're seeing happen way before when the cops were there, and when by the
Right.
time the cops get there, it's like what's that? Do you remember a long time ago there was a movie with a guy who got buried in a fucking I think it was called Buried. It was Deadpool.
I know. I remember a movie called Buried. But I
Yeah,
don't think it's the
yeah,
one
no,
you're talking about.
no,
Was it
no.
with Kevin Sorbo?
No, it was the guy who plays Deadpool.
Then we're definitely talking. Yeah, I don't remember.
It's like it was out in Afghanistan or some shit, and he got kidnapped or some shit, and he got put in. They got buried. The whole movie takes place of him in a box.
You know what? That sounds familiar, but I can't say.
It was years ago. It was actually a good movie. But like I said, the reason I mentioned that is because the whole trope was that like they thought he was going to get found at the end, and they actually they found his body. When they did find him, the story that you were seeing was like way before when they actually found it. So
When
it's
they
like
found him, yeah.
yeah. So it's like two different stories, and I thought that's what this ending was going to be because when they found the empty house, I was like, oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it was like across the street.
Kid didn't get away. He died, whatever. And then the whole time when he's like making his way out the door,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like
Yeah.
the killer's going to come up behind him and fucking grab him, and that'd be the end of it, right? And then they flipped the script, and I'm like, even though that ending was still a very predictable ending, bravo. And you know what? I will say this too. I can't. I've seen Ethan Hawke in a lot of sci-fi and horror movies before,
Right.
and action movies too. He's been around for a long time. But I think this is the first time I've ever seen him as a killer.
I'm trying to think.
I can't recall.
You may be
him
right.
in anything.
I think he did a great job, though. I mean,
No, he
as the
did.
killer,
No,
yeah,
he
definitely
did.
did a great job. Yeah, his name in the movie was actually the what was it? The Taker? No, it wasn't the Taker.
The grabber.
Oh my God, the Grabber. That's what it was. Yeah,
I
Black
actually,
Phone. We're talking about, guys. We forgot to.
Yeah. We're getting all way off on it. It's been a long fucking day.
Yes, it has.
You know, let's get the fucking the subtleties out of the way. Yep. Black phone, the black phone, right there. You see it above. If you're listening to this on the audio version, that is the movie we're doing. We're doing the black phone. Also, make sure down below here for the video people, you see that URL. Go to it. For the audio people, that URL is http://linktr.ee/NOBULL_GI. That is linktr.ee/Noble_GI. Get there. That's all things Noble and Noble affiliated. The Discord's in there. Synth Pop Radio. Everything is in there. So I'm gonna make that by now. We're on the second to last episode. By now, you guys should know. So we're gonna keep it short and sweet for you guys, so we don't bore you with the subtleties. But yeah, that is what we're doing. But yeah, no. I actually adored his acting in this. He's no Art the Clown. But
I mean, I am going to say this. All right, so here's my pet peeve with this movie. Here's what I didn't like. Okay, so we go through the whole movie. He has the kid in his basement or whatever.
Yeah,
and we understand that he does this to children. He walks around with a big black van, just kidnapping kids.
Yeah,
but why the fuck does he do it?
See, they didn't really go into all right. They didn't go into his backstory. I don't think they were really going for it in that sense. I think they just wanted to make a. You know what I think this was? It wasn't a great story. It wasn't a bad story. I think this was, hey, a director was like, hey, we got a decent budget. Halloween's around the corner. You want to write a fucking serial killer movie? No backstory. Let's just make it. That's it. Let's
put him in a mask.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, it was.
It's a very generic kind of concept, especially if it's based in the 70s. I mean, serial killers, and I hate to say it like this, but serial killers and child abductions were like at a high in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, it went rampant. Yeah, it was crazy.
So I mean, they at least they did. If they would have did this in the 90s or some shit, then it would have made no damn sense. The fact that they did this in the 80s, I mean, in the 70s, late 70s,
and apparently the only reason his high was simply to have the child attempt to get away. That's it.
Defy him. Yeah.
Yeah.
If they didn't defy him, if they didn't lie to him and defy him, he even said in the movie, I almost let you go. Now, whether or not he was actually going to do that or not, I don't know.
I doubt it.
I'm going to tell you right now, I almost shit myself because there was a part in the movie where they first show you him waiting at the door. I thought he was naked, and I'm just sitting there thinking like, yo, my guy. Like, what are you doing, my guy? Like,
what's around? Come
on, man, you fucking pervert. Even though I don't know, because he said I didn't see the pants right away because I was sitting back, I was yawning and relaxed. All I seen was an unbuttoned shirt, a belly out, the demon mask, and I didn't see pants. And I'm like, is he naked? I'm like, oh, okay, he's got pants on, okay. But then he's breathing all heavy, like I'm like, yo, you good? Like,
all right, bro.
Like.
It was a decent movie. I mean, the girl with the she would dream events, I guess, and then they would come to fruition. That was cool.
Again, very generic, but it worked, you know.
But it worked. They had a drunk father.
I will say the first time you see one of the ghosts caught me off guard. Like after that, like when it's like came up right behind him and shit, and I was like, "Oh shit, motherfucker!" Like gave me chills a little bit. So I appreciated that. I did appreciate that.
What would happen is that the kids from his earlier kills somehow could manifest themselves through that black phone that was hanging on the wall.
Well, but the thing is, they couldn't see him.
No, they couldn't see him. No, he would just hear them. But I'm guessing they would just put the character.
They were just showing you there so you could. So it was for the audience.
Understand. Yeah, it was for us.
It was for the audience. Is all it was. It was cool though. I mean, it was minor gore in it, but I mean, for a thriller, you don't expect. I have a score. I do have a score for the gore tonight, but I'm going to say this. I am going to give this one a pass. It's still getting a score. But I'm not going to dog on it, right? I'm going to give it a pass because it's a thriller film.
The only gore I remember was when he killed his brother.
Well, not just that. I mean, the ghosts were a little bloody and all that other bullshit. There's little things here and there. They had little like the chick hang or dude or whatever it was, the ghost one hanging upside down and clicking and shit. They were all like semi decrepit and shit. So it's like they had a mild version of gore in it. But I'm gonna give it a pass. I'm still gonna give my score at the end, but I'm gonna give this one a pass on the gore because it's a thriller. I'm not going to shit on a thriller for not having heavy gore. Thrillers don't need that. They're thrillers. Yeah. You know, they don't. They're not. I don't know. I mean, not all horror movies need gore either, but a thriller can be a thriller without gore at all. Like it doesn't need it. It's a thriller.
This movie came out last year, right?
I don't know. I can't remember. Fuck, I didn't read that.
I think it was 2022.
I know when it was big. Well, yeah. Okay, I'm thinking. It's because we're just in the.
Yeah, because you started the new year.
Yeah, we just started it. But yeah, no, it was last year. It was around Halloween. I don't know if it got released during Halloween, but it was a big thing on Peacock when
early.
Because when Halloween Ends was real popular, and that was on the Peacock network because that's who hosted Halloween Ends. Yeah. This movie was also there. It's not there anymore. So anybody who's looking, as of the time of this show, it is on Amazon Prime. But when I originally seen this movie, like when I originally seen it around, was on Peacock.
Yeah.
I honestly thought the mask looked stupid.
The reason I asked because there was some parts of this movie that I didn't expect to happen in the political climate that we're living in. Like the word faggot was mentioned in the movie.
Well, see, here's the thing, and like you know what? And here's the thing that pisses me off. Not about that, right? This is the thing that pisses me off.
Right.
If you're going to make a time accurate movie, you have to leave certain things in, right? Like I hate if you're going to write an 1890s movie, right? Cowboy movie, right? You're going to hear all kinds of racial slurs about Indians and Native Americans, and you're going to see fucking cowboys and shit and Indians killing you. You're going to see the white man raping the Indian, right? You're going to see all that shit. It's not nice. It's not fun, but it is what it is. Here you go. Fast forward, even rewind further back even more. If you're going to make a movie based on any time when racism was a made factor, right? If you're going to make a film then you have, like Django. Right, I don't know if you ever seen Django.
No.
Brad. Oh wow, I'm brain farting. I'm so tired today. Leonardo DiCaprio, fucking. Oh man, Jamie Foxx. I can't. It was like a western. It was like a kind of western / plantation thing. And it was a really good movie. Like everybody, Jamie Lee Foxx, everybody was an amazing actor in that movie. But that movie was really, really pushing. Like, I'm not going to say it because I'm not going to fucking get shit on for it because I have no premise to say it. But in the movie, Leonardo DiCaprio had to say some questionable things, and even he didn't want to say the things he had to say, right?
Yeah.
But to put it this way, Jamie Lee Foxx and Samuel L. Jackson said to him, "Yo, you're doing a movie about this. Shut the fuck up and do what you're supposed to do." Because that's what it is.
And that's why I brought this up in this movie because I'm happy that they did not steer away from words like that.
No, because that was shit. Homophobia was a real big thing in the 70s.
In the 70s?
Absolutely. You'd get the shit beat out of you if you weren't a jock, you were automatically not a man.
No.
And you would get teased for it. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that I justify it by any means. No, but if you're going to make something, if you're going to tell a story that's accurate to the times, you have to be accurate.
Periodically accurate.
Yes. So I'm just letting you know right now, if you're a politically correct person and you don't like things, then I'm sorry that you are not. You have some skin. Right? I'm not saying that it's okay. I'm just saying it was what it was.
Yeah, I'm just saying to see it on a movie and to hear it when it doesn't impact you in any way, I think you shouldn't worry about things like that.
No, absolutely. Too many people do.
That's the problem. And I notice a lot of producers today try to steer away from these things, but I'm glad that they there are still producers out there that are willing to put these things in movies because they know that it's accurate to the time of the movie that they're filming.
Absolutely. No, I absolutely agree. Like,
They even depicted like parental ass whoopings. in the
no, I
movie.
was saying, like the little girl got the shit beat out of her by her dad.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
there's some whiny asshole. I'm not like again. I'm not saying that it's right, but it is a reality, right? And
reality.
that shit happens. So if you're trying to tell a story, you can't be like, oh my god, I can't believe you showed that in a film. Oh man, hurt my feelings. Like,
yeah, I mean,
shut
what was
up.
he gonna do?
Like,
Tell the little girl to go to her room? That didn't happen in the 80s.
I'm gonna take away your cell phone. Like, no.
He got whooped in the 80s, in the
You're damn
70s.
right.
Yeah, I mean, I got it, and and I'm from the 80s. Okay, so it happens.
It's
and
fucking happen. Like,
yeah, it's
you had less dickheads. I'm not saying it's right, but you had less dickheads. but hey, again, some dickheads were born out of that. I'm just saying.
well. See, it can go both ways. If you got beat, you can become
You can become a homicidal maniac because of it,
or you could be a straight motherfucker because you got beat.
yeah,
So,
you're like, man, I don't like that. I don't want it anymore.
yeah.
But no, I applaud. I don't know. I didn't write down who the director was of this film. But I do applaud him. It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It's an okay movie. It's worth a watch, especially if you have Amazon Prime. What are you going to lose? And
Exactly.
hopefully you do what we've told you to do by now, and you're actually fucking you're actually watching these movies before you come here.
Yeah.
Right? We try to
Because
make sure. We try to announce this shit.
We don't dictate. We don't talk about the movie in order. We just talk about the movie.
Yeah.
So we just. So you definitely want to watch it because we're going to spoil it for your ass.
It's definitely worth a watch, especially if you have Amazon Prime. It's definitely worth it.
It is. Would I go to a theater for this movie? If
no.
I paid for it, I would have been pissed off.
I would have. It's definitely not worth a theater visit, but
I'm gonna tell you that his
but watch
acting
it at
was
home.
good, but he didn't really do nothing to these kids. I'm not saying that he should have, but I'm saying
No, it
that-
was more psychological than anything, and
Yeah,
I do
it was.
appreciate a
Yeah.
psychological thriller. you
right.
know?
Took him, put him in some basement, and that was pretty much the extent of it.
I
Everything
don't
else came
know.
from the phone.
I don't know how this movie cost as much as it did.
How much?
They had a budget of $16 million.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm guessing what's his name took a good portion of
probably
that.
Ethan Hawke. Yeah.
Hawke took a little bit of that.
I did like. Here's the other thing. I was actually surprised about this when I first seen him. The father, the drunken father. I seen him, and I'm like, I know him. I know him from something, and over the last couple of years, and I know him from some movies, and I do. He's actually the guy in God of War. Not the God of War Ragnarok, the new one, the last one.
The game.
Well, no, I'm saying not from the last God of War not from God of War Ragnarok, but the God of War 2018.
Okay.
He played Baldur, the god Baldur, in that game, and it was the video games now are done in the sense of where they do face scans and shit, so they actually put the actors in the games now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of actors now that are just in games now. It's the brand. It's the new Hollywood in a sense.
Brother of the Killer looked familiar to me. His voice.
I've seen him too.
face,
No, I do
but
know
can't-
him,
I
but
can't pinpoint it.
I've recognized a couple people from this movie, from this film, but only
It
two
was
stuck
funny as
out the
hell, though.
most.
He's trying to fucking find the kids, help the cops, and then when they leave, he just snorts a big ass thing of cocaine.
No, I liked it when the cop was walking out. He's like, "Yeah, you might want to clean up before your brother gets home."
Yeah,
And he looks down and he's like, "Oh man, there's like a couple lines of coke down on the fucking
Yeah, it's just
like, okay, cool.
Okay.
But now, ironically enough, this was not a flop by any means. If this movie cost $60 million, like I found when I found the financial information, it says $16 million. Do you know how much it made in the box office?
I do not. Tell me.
$161.4 million.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing with big Hollywood movies. Like, they know that if they spend this much money, somehow they know they're going to make it back. Cause
I think this
know-
was Paramount. I think I'm not sure who this was that did this one. I think it was Paramount. But I mean, you had to spend a lot of money. Like, Ethan Hawke is not a small actor.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So he took the bulk of that. But what
He
is the
had
rest?
to.
Oh, I know cameras and everything cost money, studio time.
I will say this, like, all right, story was okay, right? Production was well. There was nothing wrong with the production. I you know what? When I seen this movie around Halloween time, when I first seen it, right, lying around, I thought the mask looked stupid, and I'm like, guy running around in a devil mask kidnapping people. Come on. But I actually like the mask for multiple reasons, right? Because when you first see the mask, it threw me off, right? Because it didn't have no mouth. And I'm like, It was like a flat mask. And I'm like, okay, that's not what the movie cover looks like. And then the next time you see it, it's got like the eyes missing, but then it's got a smiley face. Yeah. And then the next time he's got the whole thing on, but with the smiley face. Yep. Then you see it again, and it's got a frowny face. And then you see it again, and it only has the top, but he has his mouth out. And it's like, motherfucker, he has like different pieces of the mask that he puts together.
I'm thinking it's a mask that he can interchange pieces to it.
It does. I think what I got from it is it dictated his character's emotion. Yeah. Like when he was in psycho mode, he had the frowny face on.
Yep.
You know, when he was trying to be nice, he had the smiley face on. When he was trying to be sympathetic, he took the top part off so you could see his eyes and shit. I thought the psychology of it was interesting.
Yeah, it was cool. He's just not a serial killer that would ever make any list for me because he didn't do nothing. Yeah, he didn't do nothing.
Well, okay. He did do stuff, apparently. He did some really... Well, no, I'm saying in the story, apparently he did some really horrible things. Yeah. Like, because they were saying, he killed me and he made it really slow. So they didn't really go into that and they didn't really show it. So
yeah, I was going to talk about that because he does mention. So somehow I think that he was part of that room before and he almost became one of the kids, but then somehow he took over the original. I
don't know. They didn't do any backstory on anything. Like, because they say, when I was a kid, that phone rang once, and
and it never worked again, or whatever he said.
Well, no, apparently, because even the ghost said is like the killer can hear the phone ring all the time, but he ignores it because he doesn't want to believe that it's real. Mm. So he's got obviously some psycho shit there, and he obviously can hear the paranormal. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's my only gripe with the film. If they here's the thing. Again, I think we did this once before. Mm-hmm. I hope they make a sequel to this.
I do, with more of an explanation on the background of the taker or whatever.
Like I want them to do like a prequel. That's what I want them to do. I want them to do a prequel because obviously you can't make a sequel. So I want them to make a prequel to this, and they go. That's what it was. X. I said I'm really interested in X because, and they're making a prequel about the old lady and shit that's called Pearl. So they're making a movie about that. So I'm like, okay, at least now we're gonna get some backstory, right? So that made me appreciate X a lot more. This is the same one. It's not. Don't get me wrong. It's not as good as X, but I am interested. If they came out with a prequel to this.
Would be much appreciated.
Yeah, I give me some story, give me some backstory. I think I would appreciate that.
There's too much left out.
Now, would we cover a sequel in this? No, and the reason why I don't think we because we already know what it is. It is a thriller film. So if they ever do make another one, it's going to be a thriller. And like I said, I do want to try to avoid thrillers as much as possible because thrillers are good. They're fun.
I just wish these providers would just stop mislabeling.
Here's the thing. You have a problem with these guys. These guys, they put horror in like for example, Netflix. Netflix puts horror in their catalog not because they're a horror fucking company. It's just because they know people want it. Yeah. But if you go to like horror places like Shudder or Screambox, right? Yeah. They do their very best to label everything. And the reason why is because that's because that's their specialty. That's what they categorize. These guys, they don't know what horror movies are. They say, "Oh shit, it's got blood in it, and it's got to be horror." You know, it's not. There is a big difference between thriller and horror. They are distant cousins, yes. And if you like one, you probably like the other. And there are somewhat similar to. There are like kind of horror thrillers. Mm-hmm. But a thriller is a thriller. A thriller is supposed to be suspenseful, keep you on the edge of your seat, which this movie did do. Right? I was surprised through the whole movie. I'm wondering if the kid's actually going to get away, right? So it did exactly what a thriller is supposed to do. It kept me on my seat. It made me wonder. It kept me interested to see what the end was. Horror films, on the other hand, have to have a sense of fear, one way or another.
And
Whether it's a gory film or not.
No,
it's not scary because it's not a horror film. Every horror film has a sense of fear, even if it's not there, even if you're not afraid of it. Like you look at like fucking Terrifier, right? There's nothing scary.
No,
at least
you're not scared, but you know it's a horror film.
You know it's a horror film. It's supposed to be scary, right?
Yeah.
There are people that there are plenty of people that are terrified of Art the Clown. Just because it's a horror film, you're supposed there is that sense of fear.
I did tell you that, if I'm walking down an alley and I see someone with that mask, I'm jetting.
What?
Right? I'm going.
Art?
If I walk down a fucking alley and I see somebody dressed up as Art, I'm going.
Let me tell you something right now. When I took my daughter, we're going to segue here for a second. When I took my daughter to that horror place and we actually went to go see Art, I thought it was cool as shit, right? But now, if I was actually walking home or whatever, and that same guy was walking home in the full Art gear, I'd start walking the opposite direction.
Oh hell yeah! Just sitting there across the street, just waving his hands like this.
Yep, no, I'll be like,
he does in the movie. Nope,
like,
that's it.
Bye.
Peace.
You ain't getting me.
Baggage.
No, fuck that. Nope. You ask for candy, I'm gonna give you your fucking candy.
Yep.
Fuck
no questions asked.
Not a goddamn question asked. I'll give you all the fucking candy.
I don't know. This guy, I don't know. Cool movie, great actor, but I don't know.
No, and you know what? There's the thing. For Ethan Hawke being in a bad guy killer role, like I said, I can't recall him ever being in one before. He did a good job. I mean, for what it was, he did a good job. I didn't hate the grabber. I didn't, I wish we had more backstory.
I do.
If we had more backstory, I might actually like this character, but I don't understand this character. I don't even know why he does what he does. I don't care.
He came off as like a magician, right? That's what he was with the hat.
I don't know. More like he's like a demon gesture in a way, but I don't know. See, again, they didn't show you how he abducted the other kids. The only concurrent thing was there was always red. Was it red balloons or black balloons?
Black balloons.
Black balloons.
And they did do flashbacks a couple times.
Vaguely though.
They were
very vague.
But they weren't. They didn't explain anything besides kidnapping. That's it.
And they didn't even show the kidnapping. They were like, "Oh, black van, bicycle on the ground. Oh, he must be in the van." So I don't know. Again, I think this movie, it was okay for what it was. If you were looking for something a little disturbing for your Halloween watch, I guess this was probably something you could have watched. It wasn't real. It was. I think I don't know if the director thought he was writing a masterpiece, then he's wrong. No. Yeah. I actually hope the director was kind of sitting there saying, "Hey, Halloween's around the corner. Let's write something for Halloween."
I think most directors go in it, with good intentions, and they want to make a masterpiece, but it just doesn't turn out that way sometimes. And this is one of them.
I wish I could agree with you there, because there's some fucking movies out there that motherfuckers should be ashamed about.
Like all the new Screams, like Money Grabs.
Oh, and there's a new one coming out. Around Halloween, I think it's coming out.
Jeez. We'll see what happens.
And it's a direct sequel to the last one. I really hope we have better movies to see, because you know what? If we can get through 20 episodes of season 2 without doing a Scream movie,
without touching that movie,
I'd be happy. I would be happy. I'm not going. I'm telling you right now. I might go to the theaters to see the Saw movie, and we can cover that one in season 2. But I will not be going to the theaters to see Scream, 7, 6, whatever the fuck that is. I'm not going to the theater.
I'm definitely going to the Terrifier movie when that comes out, because I do want to support
it. I absolutely hope that comes out. I hope that comes out around the time that we have our second season due.
The next 20, because that would be fucking amazing.
Oh, absolutely. We will so cover that. But again, we're diverting. We're diverting. We're talking about.
There's not much to say about this movie.
I know, I get it. It's. I don't know. It's.
I could wrap up this movie in a couple sentences. Girl sees how people get abducted. She tells the police. He takes children. They don't even show how they took the other children. Just show the one. He teases the kid a little bit when he goes down the stairs. And most of the information that the kid gets is through the black phone from the other kids.
But here's it. Okay, but here's my thing, right? There was indications through the whole movie, right? Or not through the whole movie, but during the abduction parts. Mm-hmm. I mean, he even said it in a line. He's like, "I'll never do anything that you won't like." Yeah. It's like,
which was a lie because obviously he killed the other ones, stabbing them apparently.
And they never indicate what he did to them.
No.
Maybe that, you know what? Maybe that was the director being smart, because maybe in his script he had some shit he didn't want to put on screen.
Yeah. Well, I do remember one of the kids when he was talking to the kid through the phone. He did say, you know, he starts to hurt you and he doesn't stop. Remember it stabbing him or whatever. So there was a hint towards at least that kid got stabbed to death, and he was one of the older kids, the one in the arcade.
Yeah, the psycho one.
Yeah. Yeah,
which I thought they were leading up to him so bad. I thought he was going to be the rocker dude from Stranger Things,
right?
Because they had that perm. He had that perm, like that kind of 80s looking perm with the fucking the little jacket, like the sleeveless jacket and shit. I'm like, yo, this is starting to look like the fucking rocker dude from Stranger Things, and it wasn't. It wasn't him.
The guy you're talking about is the guy that used to sell drugs in the woods from Stranger Things.
No, okay, no, not him. The one in the brother that eventually turned into the creature, like he was possessed by the creature. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
He inevitably sacrificed himself at the very end to save him. Yeah.
Yep.
I thought him. I thought it was going to be him.
Okay. Yeah.
I wish. I'm gonna tell you right now. I hope. Fuck, man. I hope Stranger Things, the last season comes out before or during. No, I hope it comes out. I hope it comes out during our show.
Our second season of this?
Yeah, yes, because I would cover one episode on the entire series if we could, because I'd love that entire series up to this point.
Yeah. What we could do is one entire show on the entire season. What is it? 5 now coming up?
6.
Yeah. 6. That's it. 6.
I think it's either 6 or 7.
I think it's 6.
It might be 6 because I know. Remember, they released a bit of it and then they released the second part of it.
Yeah,
I think that's where I'm getting confused. It might be 6. All I know is the final is coming up. It's supposed to be the end of it all, and I'm actually really. I'm a big fan of everything about that shit. I love the '80s thing. I love the music. I love the horror vibe. I love everything. Everything.
I don't. They pick. I don't know. I think some producers they just know who to, like 11 is the perfect choice.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I can't imagine anybody else doing that role.
Well, and the other thing is like anything that I've watched people like, it's kind of like you want to go into like Harry Potter, right? Mm-hmm. I say that you understand why I'm mentioning Harry Potter. It's like you watched Daniel Radcliffe grow up. I did. When I first seen those movies come out, he was a little asshole.
Yeah.
And then now he's a man and doing very inappropriate movies, which I like.
I don't know. Even from the beginning, I thought Harry Potter movies were great.
No, I enjoy. I enjoy the later ones more than the early ones. But no. My point is with Stranger Things, you watch them grow up. So
yeah, you do.
You watched every one of those characters literally grow up. So I don't know. I thought that was cool. It's the one thing Netflix hasn't fucked up yet.
You started early because I think now she's 14 for the new season. 11. I think she's still underage.
No. Not in real life, she's not. No, she's not.
Sure?
Absolutely. No, I'm 100% sure. I know.
Yeah.
She's over 18 now.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, a couple of them are.
I would think so, but
I think the one that had the teeth problem. I think he's over 18 now too.
The chunky kid.
Yeah, I think he's even over 18 now. I think.
I've seen him in commercials and shit. I wonder what else these kids are doing. I would like to know.
They be doing all kinds of shit now, man. Hollywood's crazy. Hollywood ain't like we don't turn our are Hollywood kids and the junkies anymore.
Yeah.
We used to do that, like you look at Macaulay Culkin and
Macaulay Culkin
and all that
is
shit.
how drugged
Yeah.
up and shit.
yeah, we don't do that to kids anymore. Apparently,
No, even in music, Michael Jackson turned out to be a little weird.
I can't say no, man. I gotta love Mike though.
Oh, you do?
Mike is pop, man. You can't.
I think. I mean, he became that way due to all the ass whoopings he got if he fucked up a note or something. That's what happened. So
Probably.
you can't blame
Daddy
the
was
guy.
like, "Listen, bitch."
Yeah. So now he thought he was Peter Pan.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, your head gets scrambled after a while.
Yeah.
But no, let's get the fuck back. on
Rest in
topic.
peace, Michael.
Yeah, this movie. I don't know, man. It's worth a watch. I don't know. Like, I'm actually kind of looking forward. Like, we're wrapping up an era right now with this film. Of course we have one more episode to do. We're going to be doing the breakdown, the top 10, and we're gonna have a little more sentimental things on that as well because it's the final episode of the season. But this is definitely even though this movie isn't going out with fireworks, I'm very proud of what we've done here.
Absolutely.
I didn't think we were gonna get. I didn't doubt it. This is something I wanted to do. I had as an idea. I was like, let's do this. I thought we would do it. Something would happen, and we couldn't continue. And now we're here. And now we have
19 today.
And on after this, we have the flagship podcast coming out.
Yep.
And then also we have the sci-fi one taking its place, and so forth and so on. So it's like
I'm excited about both.
I think as much as I wish I got to talk to you after the show. Forgot about that. I did get another one to add to the list of the sci-fi movies. I think you'd like it. But I think we've come a long way. We've learned a lot. We've come quality wise. Holy shit.
I mean, quality wise, content. I mean,
when we first started this show, if you think about the very first Grimm Tales podcast, you were in a little box over in the corner, and you were covered in smoke because the camera. I had to do something because we had the camera that was so bad that I need to compensate for the bad camera. So I put smoke over it.
When we started, I literally had a $10 webcam from 5 and Below.
And the green screen would just not work with it.
It would not work. I mean, the quality was so.
It was so grainy. It was really grainy.
Terrible.
And I had to add smoke. Like, you could go out and watch the first couple episodes. I think it's like the first 2 or 3 episodes that it's like that. And fucking, like, you see the. I actually got messages that people were like, "Yo, why does it look like VC Lauren is smoking out in his little box?"
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Yeah. We're gonna just suppose it was.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we didn't say it at the time, but that's basically what it was. It was an effect that I added over it to compensate for the bad quality.
Yeah,
that's what that was. It's all it was.
Two fellas with a dream.
But look at where we're at now.
And look at us today. Yeah,
I'm saying we're not perfect. We're getting there. We got a lot more ways to go. It's going to improve even more as the time goes on. I mean, we just got a whole new camera here in the studio. Everything's coming together. The shows, lineouts, we got good scripts going on and everything. Like, we've come a long way. We're more natural now too.
I'm proud of us.
I like our flow now because I remember when we first did. I love this. I'm going to mention it.
God.
When we first did the first episode, and you even warned me about this when we first did the first episode. You were nervous.
Oh, I was stiff, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like I was trying to, like, I kept bringing up things for you to talk about, trying to like probe you so you would talk.
Yeah. Kind of like push me along. Like, come on, dude.
And it took a couple episodes, but every episode's a little more. Now you're over here talking about like pussies and titties and ass farts and all this other shit.
Which we got done in this movie.
No.
I like to say that all the time.
No.
Every episode.
But that's the thing. This is the reason why I like what we did here because once we get to the general topic podcast, oh man, the flow that we're gonna have and the shit we're gonna talk about and the no holds barred idea of everything is just, it's gonna be great. Right now we try to stick to a topic, right? Once we get into that podcast, we could fucking segue all we want.
it's like a pack of dogs on leashes right now. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be taking that leash
Oh
off.
yeah, it's off. It's done. We're out. We're out in the open. We're
Coming
good.
off.
We're
Coming
fucking
off.
we're shitting all over. Everybody's lawn is getting shit on.
So if you're easily offended, I'm still tune in anyway because you need the numbers.
Yeah. Tune in for the numbers, but mute it. Mute it.
But yeah,
Just look at our. Here's what you do. Here's the perfect thing you can do. If you don't like the shit that we say, and you're offended, what you can do is you can turn our show on to give us the numbers, put us on mute, and imagine what we're saying.
Yeah. If you like all that soft shit, just
Yeah.
imagine we're saying a whole bunch of soft.
Say we're saying a whole bunch of nice soft shit,
nice soft shit. Yeah.
and not that your mom's a hoe.
Yeah. Because we're definitely not gonna be calling your mom a pussy. You know. You got rotted pussy. You know, we're not gonna be saying shit like that.
No, not at all.
No, absolutely not.
That's
Or I
not.
fucked your mom yesterday or the day before.
Why would we say some shit
Why
like
would we
that?
say shit like that?
That is just horrible.
Yeah.
But no, that is coming soon. Like I said, we do have one more episode of this for the season, of course. We will return later in the year as we start at this time. We're on closer to the October season. For now, we have one more episode after that, and we're going to do our top 10 of the best movies, the top 10 movies that we've done out of the 20 episodes, or 19 technically.
Out of the 19
horror films that we've covered out of this what, how long now? Let's see, October to November, December, January, February, March, 5 months. God damn.
Yep.
This show has been on for 5 months. God damn. Yep. All right, cool. Thank you guys. But yeah, no, top 10 out of that. And then we're off to the fucking the shit talk over on the flagship, and of course the sci-fi one, of course.
And then the sci-fi, yeah.
Yes, but with that said, let's get this out of the way before we so we can get back to the shit talking. Let's get to the scoring real quick. Give this the score, the last score of the Spicy Ramen Sunday before the top 10 list. So,
let's do this.
The Black Phone. I was going to say the Black Hole.
The black hole. The black.
It's something you stick your dick in. But the Black Phone. What are we going to give it for story? 5-star rating for story. What do we go give it?
Yeah, the story, it didn't bore me. I'm gonna give it that. It didn't bore me. I think it was an okay story. I'm gonna give it a 4. It was an okay story.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, could have more been done with that story? Absolutely. But for what we got, it wasn't bad.
Shit, man, you do better than me. Fuck. All right. I am going to give the story a 3.5. Okay. Say you give it 4. It's not bad. I don't know. Like I want more from it. It was a very generic story. It wasn't bad. That's the reason why I'm giving it more than an average story. It kept me interested. Like you said, I actually wanted to know what the ending was going to be. But it was a generic story. If they make a sequel of it, hopefully the sequel does a justice to the story and gives me a good backstory, and maybe I might like it more. I don't know. So yeah, 3.5. All right, so moving along, we are going to give the 5-star rating score on acting. What do you give the score on acting?
It's surprisingly going to be higher than you think. It's actually going to be like a 4, and that's surprising. Kid actors normally don't; they're hit and miss. But yeah, I think the kids in this movie, I think they did a great job. The crying scene seemed, real. Everything, Yeah. I'll get a 4 as well.
Okay,
it was good acting.
I actually, that's surprising me. I thought you were actually going to go higher. I'm going to give it a 4.5. Okay. I thought, ironically, even though he didn't do much, as far as like horrific shit, the vocal acting, I guess you would say,
his dialogue was great.
Dialogue was great. Ethan Hawke's acting, as far as being eerie and undertone, he was really good. The kids did a great job. Everybody did a good job. The father, the drunken alcoholic father, good actor, of course. Like I said, I've seen him play Boulder. He's a good actor. Everybody, the cops, the fucking stupid brother.
Yep.
Okay. he even when he got axed in the head, he did that like stumble, like oh, what the hell,
Yeah.
and then he dropped, which was kind of realistic. Like when you get axed in the head, I wouldn't know necessarily, but from what I'm understanding,
because
yeah. But from what I understand, like from the reality of it, is like when you get something brain traumatic, when something happens like to your brain, it's not instant. Like your body's trying to figure out what the fuck's happening before it shuts down. Like even when you get your head cut off, it takes it takes a few seconds for your brain to be like, oh shit, my head's not attached to my body anymore.
Basically, your body continues to maneuver until your body stops receiving blood flow.
Yeah,
that's what
the
keeps
signals
your brain
are,
alive. Yeah,
exactly. So
it makes sense.
Little details, I dug it. Fair acting. The kill scene when he killed him with the fucking telephone wire. Good acting.
Yeah.
I give it. So
whatever.
So I'm giving it a 4.5. So 4.5. Now, like I said, I am giving this one a pass. I'm still going to give it a score, but I'm going to give it a pass. So I'm not hating on it. But we have to. It had gore in it. Even very little, but it still had gore. So if it has any kind of gore, then we have to rate it. So even though we're giving this one a pass, what do you give the gore?
The gore was the most disappointing part for me, to be honest with you. Yeah, there was blood on the kids around their faces, and even when the kid got punched out by the Latino kid.
Yeah.
That was cool. And then the axe part.
And then the ghosts had like cuts and shit all over their bodies and shit.
That's what I mean, like the kids. Yeah, the ghost kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my lowest. It's gonna be like a 2.5. It was in between. Definitely not a 5, but a 2.5. It was okay.
Okay. You're giving it more than I'm giving it a 2.
Okay.
Like I said, regardless, I mean, I have to be fair. It did have gore in it. I mean,
yeah.
But it is the only reason why it's getting a pass is because it's a thriller. If it was a horror movie and it had this level of gore in it, I probably would not only not give it a pass, I would have given it a lower score.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm giving it the score based off of the fact that it's a thriller.
If we would have gone with the description in the streaming platform horror, it would have gotten a really low one.
Absolutely.
It wasn't horror.
That is the one thing that I'm super anal about. I'm the one thing I'm fairly decent at. Like I'm not good at a lot of things in my life, but the one thing I'm really good at is categorizing. That's music, art, like different kind of art and shit like that. Because I like to study a lot of it. So I'm fairly good at calling shit out. That's like the one thing I'm decent at. And and it's just definitely shame on you, Peacock, and shame on you, Amazon, for trying to tell people you should just. Fucking, it's not that hard. Label it as a thriller. Like thriller is a thing.
It is a thing. I'm wondering if they just did it because it came around
HBO
Halloween
does it. HBO has a thriller section. What the fuck?
And they just wanted to sell and stream more.
Yeah, that's all. It's just Halloween. Let's just call it Halloween. Let's just call it horror. All right, so now we're moving on to the production. The Black
film was great. Yeah, production was great, I think. Production it was solid. It was like a top quality Hollywood movie. I give it a 5.
Okay.
Production was good. Yeah. Nothing out of the ordinary. It was filmed like every other film, big box office films, but it was done right.
Okay, no. Fair enough.
Give it a 5. Yeah.
Fair enough. I will not dispute that. I will give it a 4.5.
Okay. Yeah.
I did see no major. I mean, I do question where the budget went. $16 million. It was semi-local, like it was semi-filmed in a singular location.
Mm-hmm.
I think a good large chunk of it went to Ethan Hawke, and you know what? Fair enough if it did, because I mean, he has earned his due.
Yeah.
And plus, I mean, what he would have gotten paid still isn't a lot of money. Like he didn't make $16 million. I mean, there's no way he maybe made like, I don't know, $5 million. Maybe.
Yeah, I know these guys get paid initially a huge sum, and then every time the movie sells,
they get royalties. If that's discussed in their contract.
So the overall, we don't know what it's going to be for him, but I mean, I can't.
I'm pretty sure he took a good, nice chunk of it, though.
A good old chunk of it.
But no, production solid. Not really musical, not really sound effects kind of driven. It's a very very emotionally driven
But
film.
yeah, well, this movie didn't really have a soundtrack. They had
No,
some good '80s songs in it.
it's some 70s,
Yeah,
like some 70s jammers in it and shit.
but that was about it. It wasn't really.
No, and of course, since it's based in the 70s, the wardrobe wasn't really hard to come by either.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so with that out of the way, we give it the overall rating. The very last overall rating, individual film before the final top 10 episode of the season. What do you give the overall rating of The Black Phone?
This movie gets a solid 8 for me because this
Wow.
movie did not bore me. That's why I'm gonna let you know that this movie did not bore me. It didn't scare me. It definitely wasn't horror, but putting that aside, the movie was engaging. I thought the movie was very engaging.
I do agree. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, for a thriller, it was a good fucking thriller.
I'm actually also surprised that you actually beat me in the score. I actually thought I was
Yeah.
being generous with the score. I am giving the overall score for this movie a 7.5.
Okay. Yeah,
I thought
mean,
I
that's
was
pretty
being
good.
generous, but I mean, all right.
Yeah,
I guess not.
I wish he would have done a little more. Would have gotten a higher as the bad guy. You know what I mean? But then again, you got to take into perspective what can he really do to a child? They would be filmable. You understand what I'm saying? Like most movies avoid killing kids on camera and shit like that.
What was it? Didn't we do a movie this season where they did violence against kids?
Well, it was it was actually Terrifier 2. Man, that kid got his ass whooped.
Oh,
Remember when he was
yeah,
with
yeah.
the chain?
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, yeah. And I don't know.
Well, you know
I
what?
don't-
That
I
director
rarely see
gives
that.
no fucks. And you know what?
He gives no
Again,
fucks,
I
so.
did it on this. I did it on that show. I'm gonna do it again. Bravo, bravo for not giving any fucks and just writing a horror film.
Yeah, like it should be written.
Don't give no fucks about whose feelings it's gonna hurt. It's a film. Here's the thing: like people tend to say, "I hate these things," and we can cover this on the other podcast. But people are like, "Oh, people repeat violence because they see it on TV and in movies and music." No. People commit violence. People have been committing violence since the Stone Age.
Listen,
We're human beings. If you're a violent, horrible person, you're going to do horrible, violent things no matter what.
listen, I've been watching horror movies since very young. But you know what taught me? You have to just have that. It's a little thing in the back of your head that says, yeah, that shit's fake. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get up one day and say, I'm going to go kill just like the movie. You got to be a fucking.
No. If
maniac.
anything, it's like a psychological thing. You're interested
Yeah.
in the concept of the story and so forth and so on. It's like what drives an individual so fucking wild that they commit such horrific things, you know?
Dude, there's parents out there that don't even let their children watch SpongeBob. That just wows me. Like,
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say right now, I don't let my son watch SpongeBob, because he likes to repeat shit.
well, see, that's the thing. But at home, this is where you teach them that you don't say.
Well, okay, here's the thing.
and I do get it. They're kids.
Well, no,
my
it's just
son
not
has
that.
done shit
It's
like
not
that.
just that. Like my son's he's autistic, so he
Well, that's different. Yeah,
he,
that, yeah. I
he
mean, if
doesn't
you
he
have-
doesn't being autistic. He doesn't think like you and I. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a little different. So it's a little
But
harder.
if one of my kids came home
Now-
and repeated something.
But here's the
Yeah,
thing: my
I wanna
daughter,
get
my
home.
daughter, my daughter watches horror movie. She fucking watched the Terrifier movie.
Yeah.
You know, but my rule with her is, even though she's an early teenager now, I told her flat, I was like, "You're gonna watch these things. That's fine." She's got access to all my streaming networks. I tell her, I said, "You watch these things. That's one thing. I hear you repeating any of this shit. Well,
You're done.
problem."
That's it. And she probably smart enough to know that this is fake, and she's going to go to school.
I
And
got
say,
caught. I caught her a couple times cursing, and I told her to cut that shit out.
Well,
But
Yeah. But will she go out there and probably embarrass you? I'm hoping not.
well, I
Because
told
you
her
told
flat
her
out. I
not
said,
to.
if a fucking if a parent or a teacher ever comes up to me and she's up there like fucking bitch,
done.
cunt, cockbutt, I'm like,
That's-
all right, that's it, we're
That's
done.
when you-
Drop
that's
the
when you
hammer
don't want
down.
to- That's the thing. Like, you got to be strong when you have kids. And I learned this. I have a lot of kids, okay? You can't tell a kid that you're going to do something and then turn around and not fucking do it. You have to be stern and do it. And they'll learn.
No, the one mistake I came into in parenthood was I wanted to be the cool parent, right? And in small ways, you kind of still do. You always like being able to share cool things with your kids, and your kids coming to you like, oh, I want to do this. But the problem with being the cool parent is kids are kids, and what they're gonna do is once they realize that you're the cool parent, they're just gonna walk the fuck over you.
They do.
It's just the way it is.
Mommy, or in my case, when mommy says no, they'll come to me.
Yeah,
sometime.
No, they do.
No.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
and they start like your kids ever try to pitch you against your lady?
Yeah, they do that all the fucking time.
Yeah,
And
I've given my kids that warning. I'm like, look, and then don't get me wrong, I'm a little easy on my kids about certain things, but I'm like, look, my one rule is don't put me and mom against each other. You do that, then mom's always gonna win. That's the way it is.
Fucking up. You're fucking up. And yeah, I think it was past my third kid, I learned that when I say something, I got to stick to it. Because
absolutely,
learning from those three, man, they will walk all over your ass if you say I'm gonna take away that TV and then you don't do it.
I punished my son. I'm not gonna. My son went wilding out, but I had to punish his ass for like a whole month, and I hated having to punish him for a whole month. But that motherfucker was like, that motherfucker was on prison.
But you know what happens, right? If you didn't punish him, he would go back to school and do the same thing.
Absolutely. This motherfucker was like the Rock up in this bitch. Like this shit was in lockdown for like a whole month.
What was it like Fort Knox and shit?
Yeah, you were getting like potty breaks and yard time and shit.
Yeah, give him bread and water and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Sliding under the door. Open the little crack in the door so he gets a little bit of sunlight so he doesn't go crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Break up his window so he can't get out.
Exactly. But
my goodness.
We almost there.
Ranted there for a long time. What were we talking about?
We've talked about. That's the reason why I'm actually really looking forward to the.
Me too.
The general topic.
This is how the new show is going to go. We're going to talk about this and then just.
We're going to have topics to talk about, but I think we're okay to segue. So am I. I can segue for hours. But we have come to that time. 19 fucking episodes. We have one more episode to go, and that will be the top 10 of the season. Top 10 films that we've covered here, and there will be a number one. Now we're not going to say we're doing the numbers, we're running everything. We're not going to tell you what the number one is. You're just going to have to go and tune in when that episode comes out and find out what the top 10 horror films that we've covered right here on the Grimm Tales podcast. That will be next Friday. Make sure you get it. That will be the last episode for an entire season, a couple seasons actually, because it will be going off for the spring and summer seasons, and it will return later, closer to Halloween. So you got a whole while before you see us do anything horror related. So enjoy and get to the next episode. All right, I'm like I said, I'm very happy that we managed to do this. We pulled off a whole season. Originally, this was only going to be a 10-episode concept, and then we thought about it like, hey, let's shoot a whole season, like an actual season. And nobody does that.
Comfortable doing it. We just said, you know what? Fuck it. Throw another 10 in there. If anything, it's 10 more movies. So
exactly.
Let's do it.
So no, I'm very happy that we made it. We have a whole season in the bag now, and now we can move on to other things. We can move on to the upcoming flagship podcast, and we can also do the sci-fi one that we got coming out. All that will be announced very soon. We might announce some shit in the next episode. The last episode, guys, you're going to have to tune the fuck in, because at the end of that episode, we will announce final information on the upcoming podcasts that are going to come up. So... Get in there if you want to know. Either that or get in the fucking Discord. Get in the goddamn Discord, sons of bitches.
Do it.
Tired of telling y'all, motherfucker. Let's get in the Discord.
Listen.
No, fuck. We're going to fucking... Shit.
I'm going to do what that guy did in the movie and just start whooping people.
No, I was about to become somebody's dad.
Well, that could be taken two anyways. You could either whip them or...
Well, no, I was talking about I was going to beat their dad's ass and then take their mama and become their daddy, and then make them watch the show.
That's right.
Yeah,
you could do that.
Exactly.
That's not illegal.
No, not if I did it. Not if I did it within reason.
Yeah.
Once I'm their daddy, I can tell them to watch whatever I want.
That's right.
Yeah. So I mean, it
I
works.
just go on and marry every female in the United States and around the world so that we can get the viewership.
Exactly. I be everybody. I G-man yo daddy.
That's it. And take his money.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be rich. God damn, I'm thinking about it now.
Right.
But yeah, we have made it. We are at that point. We want to thank you guys for making this entire season, this 5 months experiment to see if we could actually get back. Because we were in radio once upon a time, many moons ago. Most of y'all motherfuckers probably don't even remember. Some of y'all do, some of y'all don't. But we're back. And it feels good to be back. We're a lot older now and fucking just old. But we're here. We're back together. We're doing shit again. And we're not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. Both networks, the VNG network is at its strongest, that I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think the VNG network has more. We have more now than we ever did. So I think the VNG network is going to be a bot. We have the Noble GI, we have Synth Pop Radio, we have E19 Music. What else? We have some other things in there.
We have the VNG.
Well, the VNG is like the mother, the umbrella. Yeah. The three majors is we have the Synth Pop Radio, the record label, and we have of course Noble GI. There are other things that float around here and there, and as we create things, we come and go. Some projects come. We test some things. They work. They don't work. So forth and so on. But we are definitely more resourced than we ever were before.
Yep.
But yeah, with that said, we're going to get the fuck out of here. Go do about our business. Make sure to come tune in next Friday for the final episode of the season, the top 10 of the Grimm Tales podcast. Find out what our number one pick of the entire season is. All right, come and join. That is every Friday. Well, next Friday at 12 p.m. EST. All right. I mean, that's not when you have to go watch it, but that's when it's going to get released. So be there. Get in the Discord. Talk about it. You got any parting words that you would like to say to the peoples?
Live long and motherfucking prosper.
That's right. Yep. Live long and prosper. All right, guys. Well, with that said, you heard his parting words. I'm going to say mine as well. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend and a great start to your week. And we will see you for the final episode of the Grimm Tales podcast season finale. Right here on the Noble GI network, right here on the YouTube. If you're listening on the audio podcast, thank you. Get into the Discord and let us know what you think, because unfortunately the audio networks, we don't really get to communicate with you guys very much. So get over in the Discord. It's very important, guys. That's how we know if you guys are enjoying it. All right. But with that said, if you're listening to this on radio, thank you. If you're listening to this on audio podcast, thank you. If you're joining us on the YouTube channel and others, thank you. We will see you next Friday for the season finale. Until then, keep it spooky, people, and we'll see you when we see you.
Peace.